Alright folks, so while we're down here, we figured we'd go explore a little bit because we have that Jeep and there is 6 of us. So we're riding a lap with the youngest. Don't tell anybody, okay? So anyways, there's this little spot right here and we're gonna go hiking. But it's a cool little spot, right? Like we come around this spot right here and there's a little sketchy side hill right here. It's not as bad as you think, but it's pretty cool. You just gotta be careful. Just gotta be careful. You don't want to fall out of there. Yeah, definitely don't want to fall down into there. But this is kind of neat. I want to stop when you don't have power.
It is Travel Tucker. Alright, makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Come on, Trevor. It is. Oh! Yeah!
You almost had it.
Tyler, get him to go a better direction, dude.
Open.
It's not that open if it's not working.
Well, it means no walking.
Oh, shit. I think he fucked.
He's a better run.
I think he ruined.
What?
We'll go eat.
Oh, now he's pissed!
How much you want to Now, how much you want to bet he's going to go?
This is the guy who actually... It's the same guy!
folks, check this out. So we're here in Moab, and they've got this little thing. It's next to Taco Time, but they're gonna do like this flex. I don't understand all the flex talk. I don't understand the numbers on the ramps that people do, but there's some sort of score that you get for some of this stuff. So hopefully we can get on. This guy's talking to this Toyota guy right here. I don't know what he's telling him, but he's probably like, you can't do this. No, just kidding, I don't know. But we're gonna see if we can do it. And if we can, we'll see whatever score, we'll see if there's like a score that we get for the Jeep. I don't know. Stay tuned. Folks, I have no idea. I have no idea about any of this stuff. No idea. No idea.
That's something I want you to look at here.
Let me look at something.
So you might want to contact TerraFlex. It looks like that's blown.
Yeah, yeah.
You can take a lot of this bump stop out.
Okay.
A lot of it. Like, you look how much room you have. You have all that compression left on the shop.
Oh, okay.
You have compression left on the coil. If the bump stops are what's holding you up right now.
Ah, okay.
That's an awful lot, and
so
you don't need enough.
So this.
Yep.
So basically, that's a huge. I don't need all that.
Correct. You can keep the upper ones.
Yeah.
Now we have adjustable universal bump stops. They're just like hockey pucks.
Okay.
Or actually, I think the ones we have to the rear of the Jake are square.
So basically, how much realistically on this shock, if it wasn't like compression wise,
you
pretty much
should be
to the
going
end.
up to about here, so you're
Okay.
missing out on about that much travel.
Well,
And look how
I'll
much.
be
I mean,
damned.
look at this.
Look at that.
You got miles of room.
Yeah.
You are coming up a little bit close on the rocker here.
Okay.
So I mean, if you either wanted to trim this down, you can always try moving. I wouldn't recommend it usually, but you can try moving the axle back a little bit.
Just to
adjust
shave it down.
those arms
Yeah.
out. Yeah, or just shave it down and make it easy.
So-
Otherwise everything looks pretty good. I will point something out to you.
Let's see.
Really quick. So see how that evap canister bracket is getting real close to that boot on the drive shaft?
Oh yeah.
When you take those spacers, or when you take those bump stops out, you're probably going to be getting that into that boot.
Okay.
So that'll start tearing up that boot while you're moving.
Okay.
So if you wanted,
So maybe take a look at that and just kind of.
definitely. So that's our evap canister concealment kit. It's
Okay.
10% off. So what it's going to do is pretty much take that, move it to a completely different location, safer location, and
Okay.
it'll get it up out of the way so that when you flex out, it's not hitting that drive shaft.
Okay.
But other than that, everything looks good. Keep an eye on this too. You may want outboard mounts when you pull those bump stops, because once you start to flex a little bit more, I mean, there's a ton of room back here, so I
Okay.
wouldn't be too worried. Check that when you are flexing out though, to see if it
So
ends
if I
up on
flex
the
out
frame.
kind of any more, than this. If I take those out,
Yeah.
basically just keep an eye on this shock.
Exactly. Keep an eye on that shock. Just make sure it stays off of the frame. If
Okay.
it doesn't stay off of the frame, that other code right next to it is for our outboard mounts. That'll
Okay.
take care of that. It rotates it 90 degrees away from the frame.
Okay.
And so when you're drooping this whole side of the axle out, it doesn't bump up against it and it's not blowing your seals and causing some premature wear.
Okay, yeah,
Other
no,
than that,
I just
everything's
talked to those guys, Falcon the shocks, because they, yeah, I saw that those were kind of leaking and blowing.
Yeah, a little
so
bit.
I
So I'd
talked
reach out
those
to them,
guys.
see what they could do for you on that one.
Okay,
But other than that, man, everything looks pretty solid.
perfect.
Everything looks good. And
This
then
is my first time doing this, and these guys are you kind of made me understand a little bit why.
yeah.
I didn't know why you know like what this is all about, but
Yeah.
flexing it out like that, you get to notice all that shit.
Yep.
Having both of these up at the same time and just kind of So in reality, it helped me to realize I can take that shit out
That's right.
and get better flex.
That's right. This
Well, I
gets you up.
appreciate it.
This gets you up, gets you flexed in a safer environment instead of doing it on the trail, hopping out. You can do it here. You can take a look at everything where you're having binding issues, so on and so forth, and see what you got to fix.
Well, it's all different too, you know, because you got all both corners up. Where, like I was telling him, I can put that rear on a rock, and just this rear, and I can climb. You know, I can be up here as high as this tire.
Sure.
But that's just the one side.
Yeah, I got you.
So, but that makes sense because if those are bottoming out right now on that bump stop, then
Yeah, you've got plenty of travel left in the rear, plenty of compression in the shock and the coil. So
okay.
yeah, just pull those bump stops out. If you want to take a look at our adjustable ones, you can kind of play around with what you need.
Yeah.
And get
And
yourself
this
all
is
set.
just okay.
Yep, that's all your
calendar and-
paperwork there.
Sweet.
That's gonna be your score, the pamphlet I showed you.
So this is the metal cloak. Is that the? What's that? That's you guys.
That's
Metal
us.
Cloak.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're metal cloak, and then we
Metal
also
Cloak.
do modern Jeeper.
All right, modern Jeeper.
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
That's actually these nice folks here in the yellow hat.
Okay.
And Jesse. Corey and
Say
Jesse.
hi. They can't hear me. They can't hear me. All right. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Right there.
Seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Wait